I found out my partner of 15 years is a sex addict who has slept with around 20 hookers and has engaged in even more emotional relationships. We separated because he gambled our life savings away, and a week later he went to a strip club bragging about his job. That day, he took a stripper home with him and they began dating. We had been separated for a week. I found out a month ago and asked him to go to therapy. After another month, I caught him flirting with a girl he was interviewing on LinkedIn and warned him he would lose his job. After another month, I found out details about the stripper, including how much money she had gotten out of him, the lies he had told me, Tinder, and all these exes he had contacted by going through an old phone of his. I told him I thought he was a sex addict. I told him I couldn't keep doing this. Every month was something new. He told me there was even more, and he would go to a Sex Addicts Anonymous meeting. He proceeded to confess it all, and I'm so hurt. I can't sleep, and I can't think of anything else. We have a 6-year-old, and I don't want to separate him from my son, but it's so hard to live with him. He recently resumed flirting with the girl he interviewed, and she has been flirting back. It's a ticking time bomb for his sobriety, and I hate that I have to keep getting the short end of the stick. He has worked hard for his career and expresses to me that he understands and values it more than me and our son. He acknowledges he is a sex and gambling addict, and he acknowledges his faults and wants to change, but the progress has been slow, and I don't think he can do it alone. I'm trying to be here for him, and he says he's grateful but continues to take me for granted every day. How do I help him change his mindset? He said every pretty girl is a trigger. How do you change that? He has the money and power in the relationship, and I can't stop him other than making sure he keeps up with the classes and showing him some videos on human trafficking and sexually transmitted diseases. His own sister did some prostituting because of drugs and now has herpes and is suicidal. He knows the impact. His dad impregnated a hooker, and his parents were traffickers. Prostitutes were normalized in his house. I see him wanting to be better, but I don't know how else to help him. How do you learn to respect women at 40? How do you stop treating women as objects there to please you? Things aren't black and white. He isn't just a scumbag, he hates that he is this way but can't change. I feel like he would commit suicide before he stops this. There's no self-control, it's eating him alive. Update. I can't say I have been handling it well. I've been putting on a brave face for my family and my kid until I had a plan, which I do now. I am getting my own place in the next month to eliminate the dependency on my partner. I am struggling with the guilt of my kid's questions on his dad not being around and on watching someone I care for and have tried so hard to help fail.